Did you know that 80% of online businesses fail just within 5 years? After a decade in digital marketing, I've seen clear patterns in what separates successes from the failures. And today, I'm sharing the brutal truth about why online businesses fail, including the number one killer that almost no one talks about: poor communication. Stay to the end for the 3 strategies that can put you in the 20% that thrives. Hey everyone, Dan here. For those new to the channel, I've been a Google Ads specialist for over 10 years, working with businesses across dozens of industries. Over time, I watched countless online businesses come and go. It's actually shocking to see how many websites from just few years ago are now completely dead. Today, I want to share the patterns I observed because there are critical lessons here for anyone running or starting an online business. Alright, let me paint the picture of what's happening in digital world. According to the research, around 80% of online businesses fail within their first 5 years. That's a staggering number. If you go through the Wayback Machine and look at the websites from 5 years ago, you find most of them no longer exist. Some domains are completely gone, either expired or purchased by someone else. Others redirect to completely different businesses, and many are just frozen in time. The last blog post, from 2017, whatever, contact forms that go to nowhere. These weren't just hobby websites. These were real businesses with real people investing in time, money, and their dreams. Some had raised significant funding. Others were people's livelihoods, all gone. What's even more interesting is who survived. It wasn't always businesses with the most funding or the flashiest website. In fact, some of the simplest operations are still thriving today. So what separates the 20% that succeeded from the 80% that failed? Let's dive into the most common mistakes I observed over the past decade. Let me start with the core business issues I observed repeatedly, the problems that existed even before marketing entered the picture. Mistake number 1: poor communication, the silent killer. This is by far the most common issue I observed. Poor communication kills businesses more than anything else. I'm talking about teams that don't communicate internally properly with the marketing department, and marketing department have no idea what the product team is doing, founders who can clearly articulate their value proposition, or businesses that ignore their customer emails or respond days later, companies that go silent for weeks when challenges arise. I've seen these technology companies with brilliant engineers who couldn't explain their product in simple terms. Their websites, ads, and sales materials all described their offering differently. No wonder their customers were confused. I've also observed service businesses ghost their customers during busy periods, then wonder why the churn rate was so high. It was painfully obvious to everyone except them. Mistake number 2: unrealistic expectations. The digital gold rush has created a culture of unrealistic expectations. I watched countless startups expect to go from launch to $1 million in revenue in just 3 months, when they only reached a fraction of that. They considered their business a failure and pivoted entirely, abandoning a growing customer base. I've seen businesses expect instant results from their Google Ads campaigns, getting frustrated why they didn't see profits in the first week. Marketing is a marathon, not a sprint, but many aren't willing to run the race. Mistake number 3: lack of patience. And this is related to unrealistic expectations. Building a successful business takes time, but many want overnight success. I have observed e-commerce businesses change their entire product line every few months because they were seeing the company grow fast enough. They never gave any product enough time to gain traction or build authority in search results. Others keep changing marketing channels every few weeks. They'll try Google Ads for 2 weeks, then abandon it for Facebook, Meta, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Then try influencer marketing, then email. They never master any single channel before moving on. Mistake number 4, inability to adapt. The businesses that survive are flexible. The ones that die are rigid. When market conditions change, successful businesses pivot. During the pandemic, for instance, adaptable businesses quickly shifted their messaging and sometimes their entire business models to something else. Those that refused to adjust often disappeared. I've seen businesses refuse to change their approach when it was clearly failing. They kept doubling down on strategies that weren't working because this is how we always done it. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Now let's talk about specific marketing mistakes. Mistake number 1, ignoring website usability and conversion rate optimization. And this is perhaps the most frustrating mistakes to witness for me as a digital marketing manager. Companies spend thousands on ads, driving traffic to the websites that are absolutely terrible at converting visitors. I've seen e-commerce sites spending 5 figures monthly on ads, but with the checkout process that can take 7 steps. 7 steps! When streamlined to the 3 steps, conversions typically triple almost overnight. Others have aggressive pop-ups that appear the moment you land on their site, blocking the entire content. It's so annoying. Their bounce rate exceeds 80%. Simply removing those pop-ups often lead to dramatic improvements in engagement. Conversion rate optimization isn't sexy, but it's essential. The businesses that survive have decent websites that make it easy for customers to take action. They regularly test different elements and refine their user experience based on real data. Mistake number 2, spray and pray advertising. Oh boy, I've seen too many businesses burn through their budget on unfocused campaigns. They run ads without proper targeting, without understanding their customer journey, without converting tracking. And according to industry data, about 76% of small business Google Ads accounts don't even have conversion tracking properly set up. So how can you expect to get proper results? They're literally spending money with no way of measuring it. Mistake number 3, no clear marketing funnel. Many businesses focus on cold acquisition, constantly trying to find new customers without nurturing existing leads. I regularly see companies spending 95% of their budget on cold traffic without any proper remarketing. No email sequences, nothing. When ad costs rise, they can sustain it, obviously. Mistake number 4, inconsistent marketing presence. The businesses that survive almost universally have consistent marketing efforts over time. The ones that fail go through cycles. Aggressive marketing when the sales are down, then nothing when they get busy. I observed this cycle repeatedly, and it's exhausting and ineffective. Marketing requires consistency to build momentum. Now for the promising part. What do the survivors do differently? 3 key strategies stand out. First, they prioritize clear communication. The businesses still thriving today make a communication a priority. They have systems for regular customer interaction. They respond quickly to messages. They make sure their value proposition is crystal clear across all channels. I've observed successful SaaS companies implement simple rules like all customer emails get a response within 4 hours during business hours. This one change typically improved retention very dramatically. Second, they focus on website experience and conversion rate optimization. They understand that website is their digital front. They invest in making it user-friendly and optimized for conversions. The most successful e-commerce businesses I observed run also A/B testing every month on different elements of their site to improve it. They test everything from button colors to product page, and this often doubles conversion rates over time. Third, they build systematic, patient approaches. The businesses that last don't look for overnight success. They build systems that generate consistent results over time. I watched professional service firms spend months perfecting their Google Ads and landing page combinations before scaling up their budget. When they're finally increasing their spend, they convert at multiple times the industry average. This is actually why I created my Google Ads Masterclass. After observing these patterns over a decade, I wanted to create something that would give business owners and marketeers the foundation they needed to make smart decisions whenever they running campaigns for themselves or managing agencies. Looking at these industry patterns have been eye-opening. If you're running an online business or planning to start one, I hope these lessons help you avoid the common pitfalls and put you in that successful 20%. If you want to dive deeper into building effective Google Ads campaigns that actually generate return on investment, check out my Google Ads Masterclass. The link is in the description. I specifically designed it to help you avoid the mistakes I've seen sink countless businesses over the years. I'm curious, if you run an online business, what's your biggest communication or website conversion challenge right now? Let me know in the comments. And if you find this video valuable, hit that subscribe button for more brutally honest marketing advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.